New twist has now emerged in the Pune Porsche drunk driving case. While those who'd given the order of writing a 300-word essay and social service with the Yerwara traffic branch, the non-judicial members of Juvenile Justice Board are now under the scanner. A report submitted by the Women and Child Development team has issued show cause notice to two non-judicial members of the Juvenile Justice Board. In fact, these two members are now asked to respond to this notice. It is a 7 to 8 page notice that has been sent to both these judicial members. There are several discrepancies that the team has found in the report that has been submitted after the show cause notice has been issued. Within 4 to 5 days is where these two judicial members will have to respond to the questions raised by the judicial committee, judicial fact finding team, to understand what went wrong on that Sunday after the accident in Pune at Kalyani Nagar. After this report has been submitted, or the response has been submitted by these two judicial members, is where the team will submit its final report to the state government, which can further act on this very case. Now here, of course, there were allegations that were leveled against various people. One, right from cops to also the non-judicial members of the Juvenile Justice Board. There were several questions raised on them. In fact, there were questions also raised on doctors at Sassoon Hospital, stating that they had also tampered with evidences. After which, of course, the non-judicial members were also under the scanner of the government. Now, the government in their report has found out several discrepancies. They've said that the member who was present there has not really followed the protocol as it should be. First, there was a problem with the roster. There were not enough members present on that day in the board, which is where one member gave that order, following which it was to be ratified by the other members the very next day, which is where the other members, without looking at the discrepancies, simply ratified that order. The order that we speak of was the order wherein this very juvenile, who was accused of killing two people by driving Porsche in a rash manner at Kalyani Nagar, was given the punishment of writing a 300-word essay, following which he was asked to do social service with the traffic police at Yerwara, and he was also asked to consult a psychologist rather, to control his drinking habit and visit the doctor. All of this was the punishment that was given to him. As a part of this was the order that was then later on changed after a hue and cry by the media and on social media, stating that when two people have lost their life, there cannot really be this kind of an order that can be given to him, which is where his bail was eventually cancelled. Currently, the juvenile in this case is in remand home. Another application has also been filed at Bombay High Court by the paternal aunt of this very juvenile, stating that he cannot be kept in the custody and he should be granted bail in whatever circumstances that are. But now, speaking of what the report actually states, the report on several counts has questioned the order that has been passed by the Juvenile Justice Board. First, the questions on the order are that there were several discrepancies when it comes to blood report. Despite that, the person giving the order did not look at that blood report and simply passed the order. Second, of course, the other discrepancy that has been found was that the FIR was later changed. There were several sections that were added by the Pune police when the juvenile was produced for the Juvenile Justice Board. But here, those changes in the FIR was also not considered by the person giving that order. Apart from that, considering there was no roster, there was only one member which was present on the board. That's also something that's been questioned as to why there was no proper roster for judicial and non-judicial members to be present on that day. This questions as to why there was order given by just one person. Secondly, also, further discrepancies that have come out in this was that the order was simply ratified by the other members the very next day. Now here, while the order was passed by one person, the other people have to ratify the order in subsequent days. Despite all of these discrepancies, the other members also ratified that order without considering the order that was passed by the non-judicial member on Sunday. All of these are crucial findings that have come out in the report, which would now further be elaborated, and a proper report, a final report with the response to the show cause notice by these non-judicial members would be submitted to the Maharashtra government soon to act upon.